Under a veil of azure blue lies the city of Denver, a place so magnificent that folks there appear to have the world on a string. While the whims of Mother Nature may change, the quality of Denver living never goes downhill. Yet even life in the Rockies can get a little rocky. And on such unfortunate occasions, there's a guiding light that lifts each and every Colorado spirit. Mile High Stadium, home of the Denver Broncos and of 72 consecutive sellout crowds. In 1979, once again, orange hysteria invaded the Midwest as the Broncos became one of only 4 elite NFL teams to earn a playoff berth in each of the last 3 seasons. Fans witnessed unparalleled defensive performances throughout the year and were treated to moments of brilliance by the steadily improving Denver offense. Unfortunately, the level of excellence of the defense was unequaled by the Bronco point-scoring unit, a discrepancy made painfully clear in the season's finale in San Diego. At stake, the championship of the AFC West, a game viewed by Monday night millions. Quarterback Dan Fouts and the explosive Chargers were held in check throughout much of the evening. But into the third quarter, lightning struck. First down at the Bronco 32-yard line. Fouts going back. He fakes. Swenson on the blitz. Fouts gets rid of the ball. On the way to Joyner. He is wide open at the 2-yard line and scores. And the San Diego Chargers lead 13-7. Comeback efforts by Craig Morton were in vain as victory and the division championship were in the hands of San Diego. Denver's 2-year reign as rulers of the West had come to an end, 17-7. Morton knew all too well they would have to score more than a touchdown to defeat Houston in the playoffs. Early on, Denver's scoring force played with a new resolve. Broncos started at their own 20. Now it's 3rd and goal at the Oilers 7. Morton back. Here comes the pressure. The pass is for Dave Preston, complete at the 3-yard line. He cuts back inside, hit at the goal line. He scored. Touchdown by Dave Preston. Second effort getting him across the goal line, and the Broncos lead. Bronco enforcers took the field, vowing to prove that the D emblazoned on their helmets also signified defense. Secondary men Steve Foley and Bill Thompson were but 2 of the tenacious pass defenders, frustrating quarterback Dan Pastorini's efforts to gain the lead. But again, Denver's lone touchdown would not stand up as Houston managed a hard-fought 13-7 decision.
Again, the T formation with Wilson in motion, and it is to Campbell to the goal line, touchdown! Ball loose in the end zone, but they had already signaled touchdown.
Coach Red Miller's men saw their outstanding 10-6 season prematurely ended. Yet Miller is a determined man, a man who eyes the future with a stoic confidence. He and his men eye the coming decade with a purpose. That purpose, to return to the playoffs for the 4th consecutive time. They eagerly await the countdown to the new season with a firm commitment. In 1980, the Denver Broncos will be a force yearning to excel. They usher in the 80s as a force with a commitment to excellence. A commitment to excellence has long been the credo of Denver's dominating defense. 1979 was no exception. In the season opener against the unpredictable Bengals, Joel Collier's defense was unyielding, shutting out Cincinnati well into the fourth quarter. With a first and goal at the Bronco 10, 3 times the visitors were turned away. Backed against the wall, one final moment of might would preserve the fragile goose egg and a 10-0 victory. Lewis Wright and Bernard Jackson quickly sealed off the flank, and the Denver defense was off to a remarkable season-long campaign. They had made their stand in Week 1 and would continue to do so in the showdowns to come. A wise old sage once stated that the best offense is a good defense. Quite simply, Denver's defense is an offense. A group of ever-shifting gap shooters, the unit molded by Stan Jones, Bob Zeman, and Richie McCabe, scored 5 touchdowns in 1979. Most responsible for the Broncos' uncanny ability to score without the ball was number 51, Bob Swenson. In 1979, Swenson was second only to Randy Gradishar as the team leader in tackles and assists, while pacing the team with 4 fumble recoveries. For his outstanding defensive play, Swenson received the prestigious Earl Hartman Award. Swenson is a member of what many believe to be the finest linebacking corps in the entire National Football League. The heart and soul of Denver's cap-quick linebacking unit, All-Pro Randy Gradishar, number 53, and fellow All-Pro Lewis Wright pulled off yet another scoring shuffle in 1979. Stocked with enough Pro Bowl starters to hold their own postseason classic, the Denver defense and Pro Bowl-bound Tom Jackson, number 57, made the big plays seem commonplace. Aiding the defensive onslaught were Reuben Carter, number 68, Bryson Manor, Don Latimer, Barney Chavis, Joe Rizzo, Larry Evans, and number 58, Rob Nairn. All told, the Bronco defense proved they could at times move the football better than many NFL offenses. Number 1 against the touchdown pass, and number 1 versus the run. A unit that embodied the word defense. Synonymous with the term defense is the name Gradishar. How would you like to compete against 4-time All-Pro linebacker Randy Gradishar, perhaps the NFL's best?
3 linebacker drop. 3 backer drop. Right, right.
Off the field, Gradishar is an introspective, soft-spoken individual who shuns conflict and argument. But when Randy becomes number 53, he undergoes a vital metamorphosis.
You don't push me off. No. Just catch the ball. You don't push me off with your foot. Call the ball, you see there's a kick. We'll call it.
After most storms, there's a calm. But with Gradishar, there's still one more thunderous crash. Randy Gradishar. One reason why in 1979, the Broncos were the toughest team to run against in the entire NFL. Yet occasionally, even the best falter, as was the case when the dynamic Seattle Seahawks blew into Mile High and apparently had blown apart the Bronco defense. But this was to be a miraculous Sunday on the NFL's 4th week as Craig Morton, Denver's most valuable offensive player, opened the floodgates on Seattle.
2nd and goal at the 2. Jensen and Armstrong now, and Morton rolling to his right, looking, throwing, touchdown!
First down. Lytle and Jensen continue as the running backs. Morton throwing it quickly for Moses.
Touchdown! David Moses! And the Broncos have scored 2 quick ones and are right back in business.
Moses left, Upchurch right. Morton straight back. Pumping it once, throwing the pass for Upchurch. He'll have to hurry. He's got it for a touchdown!
Morton pump fake and then through as Upchurch broke loose inside the 15. Touchdown!
3rd and goal at the 1. Lytle cuts to the right and scores, and the Broncos lead.
Denver 37-34, Ron Lytle.
Craig Morton and all of Denver's offensive weapons had fostered a dramatic victory. Red Miller's club had embarked on a mid-season streak that would see them scatter 7 of their next 9 foes, including a key victory in Kansas City's Arrowhead Stadium. Tied for first, the Chiefs and Broncos collided for possession of the top notch in the AFC West. Given less than an affectionate greeting, the Denver defense had prepared a little greeting of its own. Clearly, the Broncos would separate a first-place team from a team who wished to be.
Come on, come on!
Stay home! Go get it!
Double coverage proved no match for the elusive Rick Upchurch. And when Craig Morton found proven veteran Haven Moses with but 1 man to beat, the result was inevitable. When the M&M connection clicked once more, the Broncos were 24-10 winners. Branded as inconsistent, Denver's offense had silenced the critics, demonstrating they too are prepared to join in the Broncos' commitment to excellence. For the first time in the team's history, Denver gained over 5,000 yards in a season. Largely responsible were guard Tom Glassick and the young, improving offensive line of Whitey DeVell. One of the league's premier guards, Glassick found the road to success a rough one.
Basically, last year my problem was I went to Cleveland, and I'm still not sure whether I got sick of Cleveland or was sick from Cleveland or in Cleveland, but I went to the hospital for a week and lost 30 pounds with some kind of a stomach virus.
Some good home cooking from Tom's sister Marion helped bolster Glassick's size and strength. In good health, Glassick now has time to devote to his unique interest, military history.
I am a great admirer of Napoleon. Napoleon not only commanded his army, he made his army. They weren't loyal to France, they were loyal to Napoleon. He was an autonomous commander, he was an autonomous ruler. He was able to do whatever he wanted to. He forged his old guard as his personal bodyguard, and they grew to a force of almost 50,000 men.
Certainly, Red Miller is not Napoleon, and his force does not amount to 50,000. But his offensive line of Glassick, Paul Howard, Claudie Miner, and number 64 Bill Bryan, along with line mate Dave Studdard, comprise a front line that was the most improved aspect of the '79 Broncos. Crisp blocks allowed Denver to overcome the 49ers near season's end, and blanket protection gave Morton time to find Otis Armstrong securing victory. Armstrong not only performed well against San Francisco, but was the best Bronco back in 1979, closing in on 4,000 career yards. As well, John Keyworth, Dave Preston, Rob Lytle, Larry Canada, and Jim Jensen were a reliable pack of determined runners under the guidance of backfield coach Paul Roach. Jensen typifies the Denver Rushers. Stubborn, bullish, and ready to join in the commitment for continued improvement. Through the air, the Broncos had more success under coach Fran Polsfoot than ever before in their 20-year history. Riley Odoms continued to shine in 1979 and has emerged as one of the most powerful and consistent tight ends in football. While Odoms relied on brute strength in gaining yardage, crafty veteran Haven Moses used his sprinter speed and agility to enjoy by far the best season of his 12-year pro career. When it comes to snaring footballs, dodging defensive backs, and scoring touchdowns, keep your eye on number 80 if you can. The man who sports that numeral is Rick Upchurch, who in his first season as a starter proved to be more elusive than a greased 747. He's faster than a yellow jacket, and he can catch anything that doesn't sting. Upchurch became the greatest punt returner in NFL history last season, but now he saves his speed for pass routes. Secondary men beware, and keep your eye on number 80. Triggerman for the Broncos, Craig Morton posted career highs in attempts, completions, yardage, and completion percentage in 1979. He shared time with Norris Weiss, who led Denver to 3 early season wins. While Morton proved most effective as a passer, Weiss ignited the club with his running. But in 1980, Denver will have a man who can do both very well. Matt Robinson, a 3-year veteran with the Jets, joined the Broncos in the offseason. Robinson is not a new name to Denver fans. For 2 short years ago, Robinson and his Jets were in town only to be terribly outplayed in the first half of what was to be a mile-high thriller. In the final 30 minutes, Matt Robinson played exceptionally as he guided an upset come-from-behind victory on Denver's home turf. When Robinson hit Wesley Walker, his Jets were winners. But now, as a Bronco, he must be prepared to learn under newly hired offensive coordinator Rod Dowhauer to advance the commitment in the coming season. In 1979, it was time to give a great big hand to a 16-year veteran known for his big toe. Old High Tops. Jim Turner became only the 2nd man in pro football history to kick 300 field goals. Only George Blanda has scored more points. Twice, Turner's accuracy brought victory last season, including a dramatic overtime win against Atlanta.
Ball is down. Turner's kick on the way. Good, the Broncos win. Jim Turner has just put the Broncos in the locker room with a win in overtime. And the Broncos win it 20-17.
While outstanding individual achievement certainly has its place in the game, Bronco fans have come to expect nothing short of a total team effort in Mile High Stadium. Indeed, consummate play will be required if the Broncos are to achieve their destiny in the 80s. On Sunday, November 11th, the tough New England Patriots discovered just how mighty the Denver team can be. An inspired Denver defense produced more turnovers than an all-night bakery. Before the Patriots could manage a single first down, the Broncos scored 24 points. This was a Sunday that head coaches dream about. Miller's men scored at will through the air. And with grim determination, Marv Braden's special team standout Larry Canada powered over Lane. "15 minutes into the game, the rout was on. Then the snow came. Like the snow, Denver's defense came from nowhere, and it stuck. Whether general by Norris Weiss or veteran Craig Morton, Denver's Army was an unstoppable force. Brent Miller's 45-man roster had mastered an excellent football team under the worst of conditions. They had transformed their commitment onto the playing field. When the final seconds of the 1980 season are ticked off, Bronco fans and the entire National Football League will have been served notice that the Denver Bronco Football Club is a team with a commitment to excellence.